Now, the key concepts to master, well, these are the major areas that you need to focus on when preparing for the PRINCE2 exams, the 7 principles. In fact, the weightage I'll tell you in the practitioner exam, there'll be 7 questions on the principles and the 7 practices, of course, and that makes the bulk of knowledge. So we have a lot of questions on this, 36 questions. So it's roughly 5 questions per practice. And on processes, we got 20 questions. That's actually the breakup. So you might wonder principle has very less questions compared to practice and process. So is the content. So principles is just a few pages. Now practices is a lot of content, so it's proportional. Of course, you focus on these. Tailoring. So every chapter in PRINCE2, there's a section on tailoring. How do you tailor PRINCE2 to the project context? And I won't say there are a lot of questions, but a few questions would be there on tailoring. And roles and responsibilities, yeah. There's something to master again. So I just wanted to again show you something from the manual, roles and responsibilities and management product. So these are certain things you can best refer. So let's take a look at Appendix A of the manual. So we got this Appendix A where we have all the management products. So there'll be certain questions. Okay, all the management products or artifacts, there are 15 of them in PRINCE2. So it's in, if there's a question on business case in the exam, there will be. So I'll quickly jump to this area. I know it's Appendix A and it's in alphabetical order. See the documents, okay? I can quickly scroll and get there. And there'll be a question, on, the contents of business case. Quickly, let me show you. There was one, okay. Yeah, take a look at this. See, this is the kind of questions. The 3 questions on business case. So the question is, here are 3 statements as in question 14, 15, and 16. And you got to state under which heading of the business case. So these are the headings of the business case document, right? Under which heading should these be recorded? So if I get such a question, I should be very, very happy about it. And I'll simply open the PRINCE2 manual and get here. Just a few I should be able to get here. And if I get stuck somewhere, I can easily refer to that. Like, let's say, look at 16. Funding will be a mix of both public sector and private sector domains. Now, I'm not very sure, let's say. While this is quite easy, you may be able to guess. But just in case, you're not able to. How easy it is to find, I'll show you. So funding, just look at this. If you just go through these sections, you will find here. Take a look. Funding arrangement is under which section? Under cost. You can even search that. All right. I just wanted to show you. So you should focus on the appendix. That's Appendix A. Then there's an appendix. No, sorry, wrong place. After Appendix A, there's another Appendix B, which is on your roles and responsibilities. So these are certain specific sections from the manual that could be studied. Yeah, here. That's role descriptions. Here we have responsibilities. There's another area of question in the exam. They'll certainly ask you certain questions on roles and responsibilities. So we have this appendix. These roles and responsibilities are covered all across the PRINCE2 manual, in the practices, in the processes, but everything is summarized here. So this is the best place to learn that. So what are the responsibilities of a project executive? We have a long list. Okay, we can always refer to that, project manager responsibilities and so on. All right, getting you back. So the key areas to focus on. Yeah, these are the key areas. Yeah, the management products I did show and roles and responsibilities. Mock exam and practice, as I said, is quite important. And our mock exams, we offer 5 sets. As I said, these are very realistic, close to the real exam. And there is, it simulates the real environment. So there is clock showing you the time remaining. You can check your pace as well. So you got to take the exams under the pressure of time so that you build the stamina, before you really go and write the real exam, right? You must review every answer, especially all questions come explained. especially the ones you get incorrect. Okay, you must review them. And we say this, if you're scoring a 75% in the foundation marks, that indicates you're ready for the exam, right? And in practice and exam, again, 70% would be good. That indicates you are ready. So this can actually be used as a readiness check, right? So now coming to exam day mindset and techniques. So these are some. Read questions carefully, very, very carefully. And you know why? I must say the exam requires very, very high level of concentration, at least the practitioner one. All right. The reason being, there are two challenges, when it comes to the practice and exam, two challenging aspects that you have to keep in mind. One, the statement or situation or the action that's presented in the question statement has to be true as per the PRINCE2 framework. That's one. And second, it must be true as per the scenario provided. So you have to constantly keep these two things in mind. You be a little less attentive, and then you risk missing out one of these aspects and get it wrong. So it really requires very careful reading and high level of concentration. Watch for tricky words. In certain questions, they would use words like, which is the most appropriate option, least likely, best describes. So these are questions, keywords you should take care of. Attempt every question. So there's no negative marks, by the way. So that's why you should never skip a single question, even if you don't know the answer. You must answer them. And if you have time, if there are 10 questions I don't know, and if I've got time, I told you, how can you search answer for them? Well, you don't have that luxury in foundation. Go for a guess. So don't skip a question. Flag and revisit uncertain questions. It's a good idea. If some question you're not very sure, you answer something, you'd like to come back if time permits. It's better not to spend a lot of time on this question. Park it, flag it, move on. Later you can come back and revisit the answer. Use your full time. In fact, I won't say time is very challenging. If you look at the time for practitioner, foundation is 1 question, 1 minute, but the questions are very short, so it's pretty much doable. Practitioner, you have ample time. You're getting a bit over 2 minutes, so 70 questions, we got 150 minutes. So usually people cover, complete it comfortably. So please use the additional time that you're able to save in finding the answer from the manual. So use all the time. No credit to complete the exam early.